Hey, what's up, everyone? I do not like getting into controversial topics, but I needed to talk about this. This was just absurd and wrong. Now, the hashtag blame TRUMP, blame the president. You say his name and you get flagged anymore, so that's the kind of society we're living in right now. Blame Trump, basically. So, that's what they're saying. This administration did, all he did was give power to the police to do what they needed to take care of illegal activities. But it's not his fault that these, if you even want to call them officers, disgrace to the force, these disgraces to the force. It is not the president's fault when something like this happens. When you give someone the right to use force on criminal activities and they wind up looking for a problem and use excessive force when not needed to the point of causing the person's death, that is on them. They should face the ultimate penalty for doing this type of activity. When you see the individual, which what appears to be blood on the floor, the ground, blood on the ground, you see blood on the concrete, putting your face down on hot asphalt, cutting the breath off, and having him under the police car's muffler, the tailpipe. He put this poor individual's, he put his face and body under the hot muffler. And what is that going to do when you put your face under a muffler? It's going to suffocate you. So these officers who just sat there with their hands in their pockets surrounding and blocking him should be punished to the full extent of the law for doing what they did. When you say, "I can't breathe," you can hold an individual down on their back. You can hold an individual down anywhere besides their neck. And they choked him, they killed him, and in my opinion, he probably died long before he was at the hospital, but they just put time of death at the hospital to cover the police officer's back. Now, everyone should be treated equally. Every single individual should be treated equally. I've had all kinds of different people who treat me extremely kindly, and I try to be nice to other people, vice versa. And I greatly appreciate that. There's no reason for this kind of thing. But apparently, I guess there wasn't enough controversy in the news. I guess as if there wasn't enough already, the DEMS side decides to, they decide to cause more controversy, I guess. There wasn't enough outrage. There wasn't enough race war at the moment, was there? And then they decided to blame the president? How is that his fault for something these negligent police officers did? You have recent situations of people using brutal force on others just because they're different than they are. It's uncalled for. I have people of all types of backgrounds and creeds that subscribe to my channel. I have people of all kinds that subscribe to my channel, talk to me, and I love them all. I talk to all types of people. Blacks, whites, you name it, they all come talk to me. They all treat me kindly so far, most of them. There's bad, rotten apples in every bunch, no doubt. And they ruin it for the rest of them and show themselves, show off, show out. That's different. But it seemed to me like this individual willingly came with the police and then they just brutally showed force. But, I mean, you can see blood or something on the ground, the hot asphalt, and he suffocates him behind the muffler or the tailpipe of the vehicle. Looks like he's suffocating him right there, trying to suffocate him to death, if you ask me. That's uncalled for. Those kinds of actions are uncalled for. It really is. And I don't know why they just continue to create these situations to cause more chaos so they can blame it on this administration and cause more issue. They've got this virus where they want it. They've got this virus to cause more bring in more control, and then they've got this to cause more chaos so we can focus on that and blame something else on this administration before the election. Right? But those officers, for example, if I'm in charge and I allow someone to use the full extent of the law to take care of criminal or negligent activities that take place, I can't be blamed for what the officers do. And there are a lot of jerk officers out there, and there are a lot of good ones as well. The jerk ones overshadow the good ones, sadly, in the news, in the media, and all of that. The negative overshadows the good, the positive, because that's what they want you to see. Just like there are so many clueless people out there, whether it's family or your friends or extended family or friends or whomever out there, I'm sure you have them, that are clueless about what's going on. Thankfully, my parents are aware of the mess. I'm aware of it. But there are people out there that are clueless to what's really going on behind the scenes. They're clueless to what's being pushed in order to control and create more chaos, because out of chaos comes control. The whole Novus Ordo Selectorum situation. More NWO. But this was uncalled for. I mean, no matter who you are, there's no reason to treat someone that way. Now, if they were someone that had gone and murdered a bunch of people, you're going to have to use force. If there's someone that had gone and murdered innocent lives, killed innocent people, and gone out there and done something like that, and you're tracking them down, trying to stop more rampage from taking place, stop more tyranny, yeah, you have the right to use excessive force and something like that. That situation would be called for. But in this case, no. And now all it's done is cause more riots, more damage, more economic crisis, more tension between people. And that's all it ever does. What else do they wind up focusing on? Jimmy Fallon. They focus on Fallon. Fallon is one of the least controversial. He's one of the least controversial people. He's one of the least to talk about the president negatively. Jamie Foxx even defended him, saying, "Hey, stop." He wasn't making fun of Chris Rock. I've imitated Chris Rock. I mean, we've all done. I mean, all Jimmy Fallon did was get up and he started talking like this. And he did a little bit of, he did some Chris Rock in his video. I mean, what is the big... Everybody should get along and stop being so dang uptight. I mean, really, just calm down. We all getting too worked out. What you need to do, love everybody, love everyone, and be nice. Be nice, people. Just be nice. And they're making a big deal because Jimmy Fallon imitated Chris Rock years ago. 20 years ago. And they're bringing it back up so they can cause more controversy because he's not controversial enough against the president. Crazy, sad world we live in. They like to cause tension, they like to rise tension, and they like to cause controversy. Because out of chaos comes control. Love everyone, be nice, be kind, and just do something nice for someone. And learn how to take a joke. And don't treat someone because they're different so harshly. And that goes for black people. Looking at what people did the horrible events that ancestors did a long time ago, that people in the past did a long time ago, and looking at it saying that everyone today is the same way. No. I'm a white person and I don't hate anyone. I don't hate anyone. I'm Caucasian and I don't hate anyone. I mean, same for the, black people looking at white people saying that they... I mean, some of them put them in the category that we all... No, we're not all that way. My family's not. I'm not. Not everyone's racist. Not everyone hates. Let's just be nice. Get along. And still be able to do comedy and do jokes, pay homage to each other, imitate each other, without there being controversy over it. So anyway, just thought I would talk about that. You can still make jokes and imitate each other without there being controversy, in my opinion. Unless you're belittling someone. Now, if you're belittling and downing someone like they did back a long time ago, that's a whole, or abusing like they did in the situation of those police officers, that's wrong. You should be able to tell the difference between what's right and what's wrong. Signing out, my message of the moment, I love you all. Peace.